BMW became the first car company to run humanoid robots on a real production line. That was never the real race. Most people leave it there. But that's not the full story, because by the time BMW had finished proving the robots worked, someone else had already become the biggest winner, and almost nobody noticed. For 11 months, at BMW's plant Spartanburg in South Carolina, a fleet of humanoid robots ran real shifts on a real production line. Not a demo, not a stage event, a live automotive plant, building real cars. BMW called it proof. Proof that humanoid robots could finally do useful work on a factory floor. Which sounds like good news for BMW. The company behind those robots wasn't really selling robots at all. It was selling something far more valuable. And to understand why, we need to go back to one decision made a year earlier. In February 2025, Figure A1's founder, Brett Adcock, walked away from OpenAI, the company that had been building the intelligence behind his robots. His reasoning was simple. To solve robotics at scale, you cannot just build the body. You have to own the mind that runs it. That decision is why what happened next at BMW does not mean what most executives think it means. Every failed grip, every dropped part, every movement that took too long, every tiny mistake those robots made on BMW's line was not just making the robot better inside BMW's factory. It was quietly making Figure's next customer faster. Figure doesn't sell robots. It sells a model that gets better every time someone else buys one. Every customer teaches the model. The improved model goes to the next customer. BMW simply paid for the first lesson. Here is the proof. Figure's first industrial deployment, the one at BMW, took 12 months to go live. Its second paying customer went live in 30 days. That's the moment this stopped being a robotics story and became a software story. Which means everyone building strategy around buying the best hardware has been asking the wrong question entirely. At this point, another company should be miles ahead: Tesla. If the popular theory is right, that owning the best robot is what matters, Tesla should already be dominating this race. So, is it? On Tesla's own Q4 2025 earnings call, Elon Musk admitted something surprising. Optimus, he said, is not in usage in Tesla's own factories in a material way. At the time, Tesla had 0 announced external customers. 0 external deployments feeding the kind of learning loop Figure built with BMW. Tesla has the biggest factories in the world, and none of them are teaching its AI system anything a customer will ever benefit from. So who actually wins here? Figure wins first. Every company that signs after BMW inherits BMW's 11 months without doing any of the work. BMW wins second. It gets a genuine head start today and a case study its board can defend. That head start is real. It is just not permanent, and it is not exclusive. Tesla loses on this specific measure, not because its robots are worse, but because it has no external deployment generating this kind of compounding advantage at all. There's a fourth signal worth watching, and it's about to make every claim in this industry harder to hide behind. In 2026, Agility Robotics went public through a $2.5 billion listing, becoming the first humanoid robotics company with fully audited financials. Its Digit robot has already logged 65,000 hours in real-world deployments with customers like Toyota and GXO. That is the first case study in this space that will be measured by anything other than a demo reel or a pitch deck. Once those numbers are public, every valuation in the humanoid robotics market, including Figure's last private valuation of $39 billion, gets compared against something real. Some companies will hold up under that scrutiny. Others will not. Goldman Sachs believes this market could be worth $38 billion by 2035. Which means the real question isn't whether humanoid robots become mainstream. It's who owns the learning when they do. So what does this mean for the CFO or COO sitting with this decision today? The smartest companies aren't negotiating robot prices. They're negotiating data ownership. Because once the deployment starts, it's already too late. The ones who skip that conversation face a specific outcome: They pay full price to train their vendor's competitive advantage. Then they watch that same advantage get sold to the company across the street. BMW proved humanoid robots can build cars. That isn't the lesson. The first law of physical AI is surprisingly simple. The company deploying the robot creates the learning. The company owning the model captures the value. Those are not always the same company. And in the age of physical AI, deploying first doesn't always mean winning first. Sometimes, you're just paying to build someone else's moat.